Hey, what's up, y'all? I have a serious confession. And so I typically do not wait until 7 days before a trip to grab a whole lot of Amazon goods. However, these things plus some more were sitting in my Amazon cart for months because your girl waited until Amazon Prime Day. And so I was finally able to grab some great deals. And today I'm actually going to unpackage everything and I'm going to show you everything that we picked up 7 days to today of when we are headed to our 7-day vacation with our whole family, because these are things that I would not travel without. And so if you are new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. TK. Welcome to my channel. I am a clinical psychologist and a wife and a mom, and I practice work-life integration. I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes this summer of what it looks like to actually plan a vacation without anxiety and build a business that I love to be able to take 7 days away from. And I'm all about making things in life and in business a lot easier. And so during Prime Day, I finally checked off a lot of things that I had wanted for a long period of time. That was all on my Amazon cart. And some of these things were purchased before that I absolutely love. So I went ahead and purchased them again because I needed some for other family members. And so as I unbox everything, I will make sure that I share everything with links below. Now, I will also pop up a QR code if you are watching on your television. That way, it is a lot easier for you to maneuver through all the things that I'm going to share. So let's get into all of these Prime Day deals because I am really excited. And yeah, we are 7 days away from our vacation. And so I cannot wait to check out all these items. All right. So first things first, we have a package. And so let's see what we got. Okay. So these are actually new packing cubes and they are gray. What I love about them and the reason why I decided to order them is because we are a family of 4. It's my 2 sons and my husband. We typically take 3 suitcases. We're going to try our best to stick with 3, even though I bought a 4th. I'll do another video to show you our new luggage collection. But I thought it would be a lot easier to use compression bags. We've always used packing cubes, but I decided to use these just because it can condense the clothes in our bag, of course, for our boys. The bigger that the kids get, even though it's summer wear and it's light wear, just like the more room it takes, plus like, maybe 2 pair of tennis shoes and some sandals and some water shoes. And so we've also tried the compression bags with the vacuum, and we did that last summer and it did work, but I wanted to try these compression bags. And so I will make sure to pop up a picture right here of what they look like, but they are gray, and I'll open up one just so you can see what it looks like because I'm curious too. So it does come with, I believe this one is 8 pieces. It's by BagSmart. So here's the tag. Oh, wait. BagSmart. And you can see already, they've already compressed these in the inside. So you unzip it like this. You see how it has technically 2 zippers. So it has this zipper, which is the compression part. So once you put the clothes inside like this, then you zip it up and then you zip it up again for the compression. So it has a couple of pieces. Again, I'll pop up a picture, but it has all of the pieces right here in the compression bag. And one thing that I do like right away is the string that's attached to the zipper, just because it makes it a lot easier to zip it up. So I actually ordered one of these for the kids, primarily my youngest son, because little kids tend to, may mess up their clothes a little bit more. So I take him double the amount of clothes. So I ordered this for him. My eldest son already has his packing cubes. And then I also ordered me a set, which we'll get to in a second. Okay, so we got a couple of items here. And so the first one is a rechargeable battery. So I did purchase this on Prime Day as well, saved about $4. I found just with traveling with 3 people who have a gadget, and then my youngest son, while we're on the plane and things like that, he has his iPad. I just wanted to make sure that we had enough rechargeable batteries. And so we had some last year, and then just by wear and tear, one of them got messed up, which happened to be mine. That was pink. The black one, probably will find it when we're packing this time. But I went ahead and ordered myself like a pink fuchsia color one. And I like that one, but I like this one better because as you can see, it also has the plug. So these are really good if you are going to a place where you'll maybe be out on maybe the beach and you want to take your phone, or you're on a long airplane ride and sometimes you can't guarantee that it will have plugs and everybody's on their gadgets, especially if there's not an actual TV on the back of the plane. We always charge these up the day before we leave so that they have enough juice. And then if we're going anywhere like a Disney World where we are at an amusement park all day, these are definitely a must, and we will take all of them because in the heat, because it is summer, your battery will drain a lot faster. So it comes with the USB-C and the regular plug. And it has a built-in AC plug, which is what I like. And so we can plug it into our hotel room. Okay, now these are compressed for the sake of travel. I'm actually not going to open these, but these are 2 pair of swim shoes. And so I'll pop up a picture right here. My son and my husband are actually right now tied for the same shoe size. And so I got them both the exact same pair. Now, I do believe, and per my husband, they already have some of these. But I found that when we go somewhere where we're going to the beach, like last year we went to Disney Aulani, once we're running around in the beach and the sand, and then, of course, the pool, these shoes are not built very sturdy. And so to me, they just break down very fast. Worst case scenario, what we've learned is if they do not work out to last, then we could just run a Walmart. But I got these for under $10, and I just get plain black, and they were the same size. And so it's just a matter of, I guess, them deciding whose is who. But I got them the exact same pair. Now, next, really important, we are going to a place where there will be storms, okay? There will be rain. And so we always pop out with our portable ponchos. And so we already have one here, but I needed to order 2 more for me and my eldest son because I, for the life of me, cannot find mine. And I typically will take my husband's if I am traveling by myself to go somewhere. And then we also needed to get one for our youngest son. And so I like these versus a rain jacket because they are clear, but it comes with a hood, buttons. And I've tried it out actually when I went to Orlando, Florida, and it had slight rain. And I was able to put it on over my big like sling bag, or if you have a backpack. And then it also has a hood and it actually has buttons. And so again, I'll pop up a picture here just so you can see people having it on, but I like it because it's full coverage and it is long. So here are our ponchos, and now we have 3 adult, and we ordered 1 for my youngest son. So this is not a vacation find, but we did stock up on the Mary Ruth vitamins. And so I do purchase these for my youngest son. He has the regular multivitamin, which he loves. He was like, "Oh, these are so good." And then we also have the probiotic. And so he takes 1 per day. And these were on a very good sale. I think I missed the first wave of the Amazon Prime sale because I didn't realize we were out until we were out. And so I still was able to get them at least 25% off. And so this is a pack of 60 gummies for the probiotics. And these work really well for his tummy. There's certain foods or food groups that definitely attack his stomach a lot more than others. And especially because we're traveling, I just like to make sure that we are equipped with the right, vitamins. Typically, when I go to the grocery store, like a Sam's Club or a Costco or a Target or a Walmart, if I see something either on sale or it makes sense to go ahead and get it on in the store before we do the trip, I'll go ahead and do that. And so one of the things that I went ahead and invested in is just a whole box of wet ones. As you could imagine, going out to eat, going to amusement parks, getting on a plane, you always want one of these ladies in your handbag, in your backpack, if you have a stroller, in your back pocket, everywhere. Okay. And so I got the wet ones, and I believe I bought this one from Sam's Club. It was like $10. So it comes with a total of 140, which was a good steal because you typically get these in like the travel section. So it comes with 2 of the lavender scent, and then it comes with 5 packs of the regular fresh scent. And as you can see, I've already opened one. I keep one of these in my bag because I take it to my son's football practice. So get you some wipes. Make sure you keep these on stock. Okay, so me and my youngest son, we also went to Target as of yesterday, and he actually had a pool party with one of his friends for somebody else's birthday party. And we noticed that his life jacket was a little small. So when my son went to the swim party, we recognized that he had gotten a little too tall, even though it helps him float, for his life jacket. Now, typically where we go, they have life jackets in majority of the resorts, but this trip, we're actually going to be doing what is considered a split stay. And ultimately what that means is that we're going to be staying in one resort for half of the trip. And then for the latter part of the trip, we're going to be staying somewhere else. And so the last part of the trip, they have life jackets, but we're going to be getting in the pool, going to water parks for about 5 days. And so not 5 days straight, but within that time. And so we wanted to make sure that we could, bring our proper equipment. So I was able to pick up this life vest from Target. This is the Speedo brand. My son is 8. And so this holds up to, I believe it's like 90 pounds. So it holds between 50 and 90 pounds. He likes the color, the zipper. He tried it on in the store. And for lengthwise, because my son is tall, it definitely goes down to his waist versus the other one kind of like went right here under his rib cage, which was fairly short. He had that one since I believe he was 4 years old. And so it's definitely overdue. But because, we are going to places where they have some pretty big deep ends, I don't play games when it comes down to if you're not fully equipped to swim, all it takes is one slip, if you know what I'm talking about, in those pools where it gets very slippery when it starts doing that slippery slope and all it has is that little rope. And sometimes, kids just be trying to test the waters, literally, okay? And so I would just rather pack that in his carry-on. And if we don't use it, we don't use it. But I would rather have it and be safe than sorry than, we get out there and then he's unable to have as much fun as he would like, especially going to the deeper end with his older brother. All right. So even though this is not a packing video, we have become an Owala family. And so this is mine, my youngest son's. My eldest son has his on his right now. He has an all black one. And this is the one that me and my son picked up for my husband yesterday. He had a Stanley Cup that we bought him for Father's Day. It was red, but because we do not like here, let me show you. You see these tops? If you ever wondered why you got splashed on the face or in the face when you were in the airplane because of the cabin pressure, it's because this cute little stout right here holds up the pressure. And as soon as you open it, it's like a soda can and it will spray right in your face. And it has gotten me too many times with my son's water bottle. Okay. When I get it out of his backpack, because it's under the seat. And so we chose to go ahead and get the Owala bottles. These are, I think 24 ounces. And we can also take these wherever we go because we typically do a little bit of grocery shopping wherever we are because we tend to get resorts where we have some type of kitchenette or even full kitchen. This time we actually have a full kitchen in both resorts that we are staying in. And so we are all going to be taking our Owala bottles in our travel backpacks. And if you want to know what are some of the best travel backpacks, whether you are traveling for business, whether you are traveling your kid for overnight and going over a cousin house, and or just a dope school backpack that has a whole lot of compartments under $40 and they have all different colors, I'll make sure to link that video down below too. Okay, so with that in mind, this is the features of the Owala. This is white with gray with a hint of the teal green. We wanted to make sure that we got all different colors. That way nobody is confusing anyone's water bottle. And again, let me close it. So when you're on the airplane, it is 2 ways to drink. So you have the handle here, then you pop this open like so. And then you can actually drink out of the bigger part, which I find that it comes out easier when you're on your last leg of water. But then you can also drink out of the little stout here. And then, you have the straw connected. And so all of that still makes it better than that other type of water bottle because, again, you can open it in the airplane. Me and my youngest son tried it when we flew to Seattle 2 weeks ago, and they were perfectly fine. We didn't hit any cabin pressure waterfalls per se. All right, so let's get into these boxes. And so I'm not sure which is in either box. I cannot find my box cutter. It came up missing per usual. So let's go ahead, open this. Oh, yes. So did get the Sunbum. I did get 2. I price matched these, or I attempted to, through like a Walmart or Target. And by far, Walmart outpaced anybody with the pricing. And so these were like $11. So I did buy 2. So bought the Sunbums. I will say, as a Black woman with Black children, just because we have darker skin, my people, come a little closer if you got darker skin. It does not mean you will not burn, okay? So my husband, he learned that the hard way when we went to Disney Aulani last summer. We did spray some other suntan lotion spray, and it wasn't enough. They probably went like this, and that was it. And I got my youngest son like everywhere, right? Do it again when you get out, because it was steaming hot. There was not a lot of shade, and you get in that water, you get out, you get in that water, you get out, your skin will burn, my people. And so I don't like to learn my lesson twice. Now I didn't get burned, okay? But I bought enough where I just need to take one bottle for the trip, but I'm gonna leave one at home because we have a pool in our community just to make sure that we stay stacked up, okay? Okay, so listen, Amazon, okay? Why we got boxes inside of boxes? Okay, this better be something good. Let me look at this. Oh my gosh, my son is going to be so excited. So he did 4 weeks of conditioning camp to get prepared for his first time playing tackle football. So he's done 7-on-7, he's done flag football, and now he's trying the little kid, like shove, I call it shove, like tackle football. So because he's all into getting in shape, which I love, because I'm like, man, you would go get it like your mama. He was like, can you take me to the gym? I was like, as long as I go to the gym first, because mamas, we got to get that gym in, because that is my version of therapy. That is my self-care. So he knows that I have a weight vest, but over time, I'm sure that the weight vest will start weighing on him. And so I went ahead and ordered him. Let me show y'all. Oh my gosh. They like really packaged this thing up, right? Okay, hold on. All right. So isn't this so cute? Now I low-key could wear this if I'm having a back problem or something. I could probably wear this one. So it is 6 pounds. But the reason why me and my husband thought it would be a good idea to get it for him is because if you're going to have on football weight, I need you to build yourself up before you actually get the equipment in 4 weeks. So it's the same one that I have that I go to the gym with. I will link up a picture. I guess you can see it right here. And then, so it comes with this, and this is fine too for adults. It's not a child version. It also comes with, I'm not going to take it out because I want him to open it, but you could snap it on. Let's just say if he's outside walking or running, you can snap it on. He doesn't have a phone, but if he had one, or maybe we give him our phone to listen to music or something, he can put it right here. He could snap it on the front and then put the weight vest on. So he's going to be really, really excited once I show him his gift, because he's been seeing all these boxes. Like I've been seeing all these videos like, man, a dangerous week in the life of a woman is the week before vacation. Where's the lie? Okay, because Amazon packages were being delivered here for the last 4 days. And so here's a picture of it right here. Okay, and it does do wonders. I will tell you that. So I'm going to leave this for him to unbox. All right, so let's do the next box here. We have a lot in this box. Okay. So like I said, we got a smaller pair for my youngest son. I think I got him black as well. Now it's interesting. His feels more cushiony. I don't know if they're from the same vendor. It doesn't look like it, but he got some swim shoes as well, and they're plain. Now mama don't do plain swim shoes. I got to look festive or fruitful or something, like I'm in Hawaii. So I did get the flower kind, and these I think were like 15% off as well. So I think I got them for like $8, but they're still pretty inexpensive. Okay. Oh, I'm going to pop up a quick little video right here, but this is an airplane pocket. So I actually got this for my husband. He was like, oh, that's like super dope, because I finally took mine on the last 2 trips that I went on. And I'm like, man, if you fly first class, this would not work because the first class seats come out like with the tray like that. But if we're flying with the kids, typically we do main economy or Delta Comfort or extra legroom. And so these will work pretty fine. I've put them on JetBlue, Delta, and I think maybe even, I don't know if I put them on Southwest yet. No, I don't think we flew Southwest. And we're not flying Southwest this trip either. No. But they fit on most airplane cabins. And so as you can see per the video, you have the sleeve that keeps everything sanitary, of course. I haven't tried to wash it, but I'm sure you can wash it if I just like read the instructions. Then you have like the bigger pockets. I was able to put my iPad in there. Clearly, I put all my lip gloss in there. I like it because I don't like going in and out of my bag. For me, I typically sit either in the middle or on the edge of the kids. It depends on who's offline. And it's just uncomfortable for me when people got all their trays down and they're eating. And then I'm sitting here like going through all this stuff, trying to find stuff in my bag and bent over under the seat. I don't have time. Okay, I don't have time. So did get my husband one of these, and you should get yourself one too. So here's the problem. I could have sworn that I double checked the cart because something told me something in my cart was doubled. Well, I have another airplane pocket, so I might give it to my eldest son. I might give it to my eldest son, but he only be having his cell phone. So honestly, I might send this one back. Yeah, I might send this one back, but we'll see. But I mean, I got two. So here we are. Okay, next, you can never go wrong, especially in the heat, with some white tees. Okay, this makes shopping for especially boys very, very easy. I love summer because it is light in terms of packing. We pack different color shorts, and then we pack some white tees along with some graphic t-shirts that go along with whatever theme we're going with. And then if we have to dress up to go to dinner or something like that, we take that in consideration. But I did go ahead and buy my youngest a pair of white Fruit of the Loom t-shirts while they were on sale, because can you believe that white plain t-shirts that's not even thickety thick are like almost $30? Are you like, this is absurd. Like, as a woman, I can buy a whole outfit times 2 on Fashion Nova, okay, with a good sale. And so it's just crazy to me because technically this could be a undershirt, you know, if you wore like a button-up shirt or something like that. So went ahead and bought these because they were $12. Now, I know what this is. Okay, so I'm going to tag her. I have been watching Shea Whitney since, I think, 2018. I was watching her since before she hit her million. Before she hit, was it a million or before, hell, she hit 100,000? I don't know. But, you know, I was all into, I don't know if you can see it over there, like handbags, right? So I was watching her, Jerusha Couture. Like, if you don't know who those people are, they are investors, Jerusha's, like in nice handbags, okay? And so those are my people. And I was watching some Amazon Prime deals, and I didn't realize that she came out with, she came out with her own oil. So because I'm in my 40s, okay, I'm going to read this to you. I end up getting the night oil. So it restores, rebalance, and rest. Apply generous amounts to clean skin in the evening, focusing on areas of tension or inflammation. And that's really good for me with carpal tunnel, neck, abdomen, joints. Massage gently and allow time to fully absorb. And so this has castor oil in it. Okay. Packaging on fire. Okay. I did not get the day spray. When I try something new, I don't want to get like everything because I want to make sure that I like it. But I did get this. Now, she said you can actually use it in the morning and in the evening, or in the evening. I'm probably just going to use it in the evening after I get out the shower. Now, it's pretty packaged up pretty good. But hold on. I want to be careful because it feels like it is glass, which means that it's well protected. What I have learned when getting any type of skincare products is that you do not want to get something in a clear, like see-through bottle. The darker it is, the more it protects it. Now, I'm not a skin expert. I just know that. Okay. So I'm going to try it out. Okay. So I'm going to leave it sealed up, but here it is right here. Like night oil. It's called Third Layer. Detoxification and hydration, a nutrient-rich blend of castor oil, magnesium, botanicals to detoxify, relax, and deeply hydrate overnight, 14 ounces. And so it's a pretty big size. It was 25% off. I think the natural price might be $40-something, but wanted to try it. I love supporting people's brands, especially those people who I watch for a long period of time, and they put their heart and soul, especially in clean products. All right. Okay, it's 3 more boxes. I'm working through this, y'all. So I'm just going to open it over here now. Okay. Let me make sure this is mine. Sometimes I have a habit of opening things that are not mine. So I like to look at these little receipts so I can see exactly what I'm opening. And yeah, this is a lot of stuff for the vacation. Okay. Because some stuff was for the house. Okay, so here is my son's, the youngest, his rain like coat poncho. So it's pretty basic. It's clear. It's not the little polka dot girl, but it's clear. So that goes with ours. Keep us protected via the rain. Now this, oh yes. Okay. So this is cooling towels. And so we had a few of these. I'm sure they're somewhere around here, but I decided just to order a whole pack, me, myself included, with these crochet braids, along with all the family. We're going to be based off where we're going. And so I just thought it would be a good idea to buy these cooling towels. We can easily just go in the bathroom, cool them off, but probably we could start with them in the freezer at the house. But one thing I do like is that they actually come with the cooling bag with a little keychain. So I can link them, like I can ball them up and put them in this bag and then hook it onto my purse. They can hook it onto their belt loop. You can put it onto your backpack. But I would highly recommend, especially for people who are like extra sweaters, it's already going to be hot. But some people just sweat, right? So I would recommend to always get a cooling towel. For the men, if they ain't got no hair or low hair or bald, they can put one of these on their head, then put one around their neck. And ladies can as well, just watch it if you got your natural hair, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to get that messed up, okay? Okay, so now we're entering into the hot season. So I'm not going to take this out, but this is a pink misting fan. Well, you know what? Let's open it up, because I learned my lesson also in the past by not opening up stuff and then get it and it's right before the trip and it don't work. So it has looks like the wristlets, so that you can tie it in and hold it. It looks like you use this to pour it into the water tank. I'm pretty sure my son is going to take this from me. Now, I decided to get pink. I was going to get all these different colors, but it amazed me how many items were actually on sale because they were pink. And I'm like, well, I'm a pink girly, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Okay, so it works. I don't know if you saw that. What's nice is you can be sitting down. So if we're sitting down eating, right? So let me see if they got a charge. Oh yeah. Now let me see if it go up though. You hear it? It don't go up no more? Oh, I guess it's gone, but it'll spray though. So, here it is. So let me turn this off. Oh, there we go. Okay. If I have my real hair. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. So I have to press the power button. So you have the power button. I know you can't see it. You have the power button right here. And then you have the water stout back here, so we can fill that up where we're going. And then, yeah, you can hold it. You can set it down. I don't know if this is like a pill magnet or something right here. You can barely see it. I have to look at the video, but I know that there's different ways that you can use it. Oh yeah, I can put the neck thing on, like walk around like this, which I'm probably gonna do because your girl will be hot where we're going. So at least we know that it works. So I'm gonna put this back in there. And the reason I tell you to check, especially fans, is we have purchased the fans that go around your neck. And while they were cute in theory and worked for about, 2 trips, they just don't work as they should. And so I took the neck fan, one of them, to Walt Disney World June 1st. I didn't feel nothing. I took my little pink fan that be sitting randomly in my office. I'm like, oh, let me just take this just in case. Thank goodness I'm walking around. It did what it needed to do. I just don't like needing to hold it, but I will. Okay, now back in the day, your girl had a full-blown stroller. Now, against popular demand, I might end up getting a stroller again where we're going, because I don't like to carry a lot of water bottles. I think it's bad for your back. I think everybody's going to be extremely tired of carrying all this stuff. And I'm not spending $10 on no nasty water, nor am I filling up my water bottle at them little filling stations where we're going. Absolutely not. So if you see me in a vlog with no baby, but with a stroller, just call her my personal assistant, Pink, and that's what we're going to roll with. Okay. All right. Almost done with this box. So let me see. Okay. So we have... Oh, I know what this is. Okay. I don't know why I'm so excited for this. Okay. If you're a content creator or you take a lot of things, you already know the deal. And I'm just remembering what I need to order. I need to order some SD cards for my camera so I can have like one for the GoPro and one for the regular Osmo. So here's the plug too. Now, have you ever went to a resort or a hotel room, you're with family, and there's not enough plugs? Because most of the time, you don't need no base, you need the USB. Hello. So I'm going to try this one out. They had different variations, but it has the regular old school USB. Now, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to go upstairs and plug up every single last one, meaning I'm going to move it just to make sure that every single one works. Because sometimes when I look at it, it looks a little crooked, but I guess they all look like that. And then they have the USB-C right here as well. And so our idea is that we're going to have a charging station, which we typically do, but we're going to plug it into the wall. So we're only using one outlet. The only person who probably will still take his phone right by him is my eldest son. Because, you know, them kids, we got a 1-bedroom in both locations with different bedding on the outside where we can sleep. Technically, in the first resort, we can sleep 4 people. And in the second resort, we can sleep 6. So, but it'll be 4 of us there. We might have some friends come and visit us. I don't know if they're gonna spend the night. If they do, they got a bed. But yeah, this right here is for the winter, and it's super small. Like I have a small hand, so as you can see right here, it fits. But I'm sure my husband is gonna be like, yes, because we have just all of the camera stuff. You have all these fans, and before you know it, you'll be out of plugs. Okay, so that's that. All right, now you can probably guess where we're going if you've been around here long enough and if you've seen my t-shirt. Not a secret here, but if you don't, I guess you'll figure it out when you keep watching these behind the scene vlogs. So here is something that goes along with our accessories that goes over watches like this so that we can make sure they stay on. So if you know where we're going, go ahead and put it in the comment box. All right, now, another fan. This, if it's this color, I believe is for my son. So let's open this up because again, I don't have time to be trying to wait on something from Amazon to get here at the last minute, nor will I be trying to go to the store and buy it last minute. I refuse. So, and let me be careful with this packaging. So, oh, this is so cute. Okay. So look at this color. I like my son's stuff to be all the same color, like this baby blue. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love that color. So let's see how this bad baby. Oh, it flipped too. We're going to all be sitting there. So let's see. So it has levels. Okay, level 3. Oh, level 4. Oh, yes. Let me show you how it works. Level 5? Oh, I might be taking his fan, okay? Listen, I think I'm about to go back and order one of these in pink. Listen, this one is hot to trots, okay? This was good. And look at this. We have another charger. So our little handy dandy travel situation is going to work for all of our plugs. Yeah, this is very nice. I'm sure he'll be very excited that I bought him his own fan. Now, you may be wondering, well, what you gonna buy your husband? Well, every year that we buy fans, you want to guess the 2 people that be wearing it? Me and the baby, the youngest son. So because me and Avery wear majority of this stuff, I'm not gonna keep ordering stuff. We can just share at this point. Like, why not? Okay, this one says open me. So we're going to go ahead and open me. So y'all guess where I'm going yet? I should do a contest for this, but that would be a giveaway though. Because I'm like, everybody, you guess it. All you got to do is look at my history. What is this? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to pop a picture up. Oh my gosh, they gave you a little luggage tag. That's cute. So we love to protect our luggage. Now, it doesn't mean that the people who handle our luggage on the bottom of the plane really care, but we still like to protect it at all costs. Our luggage, we do the bays collection. And so we always buy, I'll pop it up right here. We always buy the protectors. Now, I chose to do this protector this time because it allows you to zip open the suitcase this way versus me having to unsnap it from the bottom, which is what my other one is. Like, here, let me show you. Hold on. Okay. So this is our regular one. And you see these snaps? So you have the top that goes over the suitcase like so with the handle. And then you got to pay attention to how you're putting it on so that this side is out. So, it comes off the luggage conveyor belt. You grab it like this, but it protects your luggage so it doesn't get all scraped up. But the only funky part is you have to unsnap it, then lay it, like take it off, then lay it down. Like it's too many steps. And depending on the weather, sometimes I like those to be off, clearly away from all of our stuff. Now, for packing, that's why I do packing cubes. Me and my youngest son and the eldest, meaning I do the eldest because if not, he'll just keep it with his daddies, is I actually unpack our stuff in the packing cube still, and then I put it in the drawers at the hotels. The only time we don't do that is when we're somewhere for like 2 days. But because we're only going to be somewhere for 2 nights, 3 days on the tail end of the trip, and we have to I wash so we can come home with lighter suitcases, I prefer to put all of our stuff in the drawers. And so with that in mind, I tend to get rid of those anyway and put those somewhere in a utility closet with the luggage, okay? But the ones that I just ordered, these actually can stay on the suitcase. So that's really awesome. So I end up purchasing 2 because I don't, again, know how many. I know we're more than likely going to take 3 suitcases. I'm trying my best, ideally not to take 4, just because summer clothes are light. It's like swim trunks, t-shirts, and regular shorts. And usually I have my husband and my eldest son, they wear a pair of tennis shoes on the plane, and then they put the other pair of tennis shoes in their backpack because we got these big old travel backpacks, which I told you I'm going to link the video below. And it makes it a lot lighter for us to put the things that we actually need in the suitcase, plus leave room for actual souvenirs. So I did purchase 2 of these, and it looks like they both come with luggage tags, which we have, but they're older, so that's nice. Okay, last thing in this box, let's see. So this is going to be a dead giveaway to where we're going. Okay, OMG. Now I'm going to pop a picture up here first so you can see it. And then, sorry, texting my husband. Let's see. I am so juiced. Now, this has been on my list for like a year. I somehow always justify why I should wait to get something, and then the waiting never ends. And I just be like, oh, I got to get something else. And I just don't get the stuff that I really be wanting sometimes, but I will get the stuff for everybody else. So if you identify with that, moms, let me know. We tend to, even though we know we should not, even though we're trying to work on ourselves, we tend to do more for others than we do for ourselves. So this is, oh goodness. Okay, so this is my ears holder. So it is a cute bag. It smells like, oh my gosh, it's like leather. So here's my bag. Let me show you. Just gonna grab a couple of ears. So you already know where I'm going, right? So can put the ears inside, and it can lay in the suitcase like this. But if I wanted to carry it, I could, but I'm not. And then it also has I'm not going to take it out, but it's a leather strap to go with it. And this was part of the Amazon Prime deal right here. Now, what's crazy is I'm going to have to hide all this stuff, because once my son starts seeing packing cubes, ears, he's going to be like, are we going to somewhere Disney? And he's been wanting to go back to Disney Aulani. And I'm just like, the way that Disney Aulani got their flights set up right now, it's not even the resort for the summer. It is the flights from Southern California are ridiculous. Okay. And we're still working on it to go later on this year, but we'll see. All right. Next package, almost there. Now, one of these I know is a personal item. And I know I'm still waiting on a few things to come in the mail, but it's more for the house. Now this, I have been hunting down, and it was like almost 50% off. So maybe we gonna manifest that Aulani trip after all. So, okay. Oh my gosh. I'm like so geeked up. Y'all understand. And I'm so coordinated, okay? Y'all ready? What y'all think it is? Let me get in the front. Look, I can't even open. Hey, y'all ready? Look at her. My goodness. Crocked out. Ain't she so cute? Pink, mini. They have Stitch. They actually had a blue. And you know what? Sometimes, like, anybody, a boy mom, sometimes I'll be wanting to, like, minimize my pinkness. And then I realize, like, they don't even care about this stuff, okay? And so if they're not going to use it, and I'm going to get the color that I want to rock. And so here, I'm going to move y'all down so you can see. Hold on. See? Cute, huh? Oh my gosh. So that's why I said, Disney Aulani, we may be manifesting you overall, okay? Because this is definitely, a packing hack, by the way, you put all your stuff in here. So like when we go to Disney Aulani, we'll put like, not beach towels, but we might put our regular beach towels in there. Like 2 of them, we'll put our sunscreen in there. We'll put our swim trunks in there. And as soon as we get there, boom, pow, we'll just go in the bathroom, go ahead and change when we get off the flight. Because if we leave here in the morning, we usually get there around 11 o'clock. We can get to the resort around 1 o'clock. We could be in a pool because Aulani ain't never gave us our rooms early. So then we can chill at the pool, eat some food, go to the beach for like 3 hours. Listen, at one point we were going to Aulani like 2 to 3 times a year. Okay, so, but when this inflation hit on a new level, even coming from Southern California, it's just like, the resort plus the activities. And I'm not trying to fly all the way to Hawaii, even 5.5 to 6 hours. And just, I can only sit at the resort. I'm not trying to be vacation broke. Okay. Like that is not in my spirit. I need to feel abundant. And so with that in mind, I'll also make logical decisions that some things with certain price tags, to me personally, my opinion, it just does not make sense. And I know that things may not go back clearly to the way that they were, but the way that they are now is just like out of line. So cute, right? Okay, so this last box. I feel like this is my self-care item, but I'm not sure. So let's see. I really hope it is. Yes. So, like I said earlier, I have carpal tunnel, diagnosed when I was working in the field as a clinical psychologist, working with youth who were getting out of juvenile facilities. And they don't really teach you about ergonomics until after something happens. But ultimately working in my car on my laptop, at Starbucks on my laptop, it wasn't the best situation. And I was outside in the community for about 6 to 7 hours out of my 8-hour shift. And so with that in mind, I had carpal tunnel. I still have it really bad where my hands get numb, which is why I send voice notes a lot, including on Instagram if somebody has a question. And then over the last, in 2023, actually right before we went on a vacation to like DC, but no, we were going to Walt Disney World as well, is I overdid it at the gym. So then my back was swollen. And I'm like, okay, like I just need to lay off the weights kind of thing. And then last year, something similar happened. But see, in 2023, I heard a pop. And so that's how I knew like, okay, I popped some out of place. But last year, nothing popped. It just started to feel inflamed. And so went to the doctor. It triggered my hips, which triggered my lower back. My upper back is now fine. There's no inflammation at the top. My hips are okay. Like they're good. But my lower back, specifically my tailbone, I actually have an appointment to go to the spine specialist because they've done all the x-rays. They've done the CAT scan. They have not done an MRI, but they don't see anything wrong. And I'm going to take that as a blessing because I don't want to keep going back to the doctor so they can find something wrong. I'm not doing that. But at the same time, if nothing is wrong, but I cannot sleep throughout the night because of my back, something is off, right? And so maybe I need a particular type of physical therapy. So with that in mind, I also have noticed just with my ability to lay flat, even if I have a firm pillow, because I like firm beds, it still does not do it because your back curves. And so that's why I ordered this. So I'm not going to unwrap it until I go upstairs, but I'm going to put it up here. It serves 2 purposes. One, it is for my back. Second, it is for, you shouldn't be eating before you go to sleep anyway, but sometimes just like heartburn happens for me or GERD or whatever the case may be. And so I know that some of this is based off of making healthier choices. I don't eat bad, but still I could eat better. I should be walking before, I go to bed, maybe a little bit after I eat. And ultimately, like I cannot eat any level of chocolate an hour before I go to bed, or it will be over for me. Like in the middle of the night, like I would just wake up. And so there is an adjustable pillow. I'll pop it up right here and I'm going to try it out. And that's why I also decided to open up all of this stuff today, because I have to make sure that before our trip, that if I need to return anything, I need to go ahead and do so and or reorder things. Because I don't like, even though we have great neighbors, I don't like to reorder things and they sit on our porch because we live in a big community, like with townhomes and everything. I don't like these things to sit on the porch. And so, yeah. All right. So that will do it for my summer vacation unboxing for Amazon Prime. I really hope that you enjoyed me walking you through everything that I bought. As long as everything is still available, I'm going to link it down below. I might just create a vacation. If you see like a whole list, then clearly it's going to go to everything that is on here, because that's probably a lot easier. That way I can swap things out versus something expiring in the description box below. I'll also pin the shopping list down below. But if you have any questions about how to plan a vacation and decrease anxiety as a wife, as a mom, as an entrepreneur, and especially if you're an entrepreneur, designing a life first business, which means that you design your life and then you create your business to maneuver around your life, not the other way around. This is the community for you. And so subscribe to the channel if you like content like this, plus day in the life vlogs, behind the scenes of running a effective business as a clinical psychologist, wife, mom, and all the things in between. I hope to have you come back. And for fun, because you made it to the end of the video, go down to the comment box. One, let me know clearly where you think I'm going, because it could still be some options. But also let me know, what is your dream vacation destination? All right, y'all. I will talk to you later. Bye.